Welcome to AI Discovery. Today we're diving into a fascinating topic. This is why AI is a better employee than you. Before you start updating your resumes with skills like can speak fluent dolphin, let me assure you this is just a bit of fun. We're here to explore AI's role in the workplace. AI is transforming industries worldwide. But what makes AI so special? We'll explore why AI outperforms human employees. From efficiency to customer engagement, AI is impactful. And while we unpack that, try to ignore the robotic fly on the wall. It's probably not listening to us, probably. Now, you might be thinking, isn't this all a bit humans are obsolete? Calm down, Neo. You haven't taken the red pill yet. This isn't about replacing humans entirely. It's about how AI can complement our capabilities. Think of it as a collaboration. So buckle up, grab your anxiety-soothing beverage, and let's delve into the world of AI in the workplace. Just don't blame us when your boss starts replacing water coolers with charging stations. First up, efficiency and productivity. Let's face it, humans are messy, complicated creatures. We get tired, we get bored, we get distracted by the latest season of Love Island, even though we swore we wouldn't. AI, on the other hand, thrives on the mundane. It can handle repetitive, rule-based tasks with unmatched speed and accuracy. Imagine a world where your inbox magically sorts itself, expense reports practically write themselves, and those mind-numbing data entry tasks are just a distant, unpleasant memory. AI can make that a reality. It's like having an army of tireless interns who never complain about being overworked or undercaffeinated. This not only reduces human error, which, let's be honest, is a constant occupational hazard for most of us, but it also frees up employees to focus on more strategic and creative tasks. You know, the things that actually require a pulse and a functioning prefrontal cortex. According to Microsoft, AI tools can streamline operations and boost workforce productivity. Now, you might be thinking, of course, Microsoft would say that they're trying to sell us AI products, and you'd be right to be skeptical. But even if we take their claims with a grain of salt, the evidence is mounting. AI is changing the way we work, whether we like it or not. Now, before we all start planning our early retirement to a beach where the only decision we have to make is margarita or pina colada, let's address the elephant, or perhaps the robot, in the room. This idea that AI will usher in an era of unprecedented productivity is, well, a bit simplistic. For starters, implementing AI effectively is not as simple as plugging it in and watching the magic happen. It requires careful planning, integration, and, dare I say it, human oversight. You can't just unleash an army of algorithms on your company's data and hope for the best. That's how you end up with a chatbot that insults your customers or, worse, tries to start a revolution. There's also the issue of what economists call the productivity paradox. Essentially, this means that despite advances in technology, overall productivity growth has been relatively stagnant for decades. So, while AI has the potential to boost efficiency in certain areas, it's not a silver bullet for all our economic woes. And let's not forget the human cost. If AI takes over all the routine tasks, what happens to the people who used to do those jobs? Do they all magically become poets and philosophers, or do they end up struggling to make ends meet in a job market that's increasingly automated? These are complex questions with no easy answers. Next, we turn our attention to the ever-expanding universe of data analysis. We live in a world awash in data. Every click, every swipe, every purchase generates a torrent of information. It's enough to make your head spin, assuming your head isn't already spinning from trying to keep up with the relentless pace of technological advancement. Now, humans, for all our many flaws, are actually pretty good at analyzing data. We've been doing it for millennia, ever since our ancestors looked up at the stars and tried to make sense of the cosmos. But we're not exactly built for the sheer volume and complexity of data generated in the 21st century. That's where AI comes in. AI excels at processing vast amounts of data and providing valuable insights. It's like having a superpowered research assistant who can sift through mountains of information in the blink of an eye and emerge with the key takeaways. This capability aids in informed decision-making without the need for a dedicated data scientist. By turning complex data into digestible insights, AI empowers businesses to make smarter decisions faster. And in today's fast-paced business environment, speed is everything. Now, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great, but can the AI really replace human intuition and expertise when it comes to data analysis? And the answer, my friends, is a resounding sort of look. AI is undeniably a powerful tool. It can identify patterns, spot trends, and generate predictions with remarkable accuracy. It's like having a crystal ball that actually works, at least some of the time. But AI is only as good as the data it's trained on. If the data is biased, incomplete, or just plain wrong, the insights generated by AI will be equally flawed. Garbage in, garbage out, as the saying goes. That's why human oversight is still crucial. We need people who understand the data, who can ask the right questions, and who can interpret the results generated by AI. Beekeeper, a workplace communication platform, highlights how AI can unlock employee potential by optimizing performance through data analysis. But they also emphasize the importance of human-centered design and ethical considerations. It's not enough to simply unleash AI on your workforce and hope for the best. You need to think carefully about how to integrate AI in a way that benefits everyone, not just the bottom line. Now let's talk about customer service, because as we all know, dealing with the public can be like trying to reason with a flock of pigeons fighting over a single stale Cheerio. It's messy, it's frustrating, and it rarely ends well. But imagine a world where you could outsource that chaos to an entity that never sleeps, never takes a lunch break, and possesses the patience of 1,000 Buddhist monks. Enter AI-powered chatbots and virtual assistants. These digital darlings are available 24/7 to answer questions, resolve issues, and generally soothe the savage beast that is the modern consumer. And unlike their human counterparts, they don't secretly judge you for asking what the Wi-Fi password is. Again, no, these tireless digital assistants are just there to help, offering personalized support and making sure that every customer interaction feels like a warm hug, or at least not like a punch in the face. And in the cutthroat world of online business, that kind of relentless positivity can make all the difference. Let's face it, in the age of instant gratification, nobody wants to wait on hold for hours listening to elevator music and empty promises. We want answers, and we want them now. AI chatbots understand this primal need for speed, responding to inquiries in real time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They're like the digital equivalent of that friend who always answers your texts immediately, no matter what time it is, except, without the passive-aggressive emojis. This constant availability leads to happier customers, and happier customers are more likely to become repeat customers, which, as any business owner will tell you, is the holy grail of commerce. It's like that old saying goes, if you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it's yours. If it doesn't, it was probably talking to an AI chatbot that offered it a better deal or something like that. Now, let's talk about personalization, because in a world of mass production and generic marketing, everyone wants to feel like they're special. It's why we have those "Which Disney princess are you?" quizzes, and why we pretend to be interested when someone tells us their star sign. AI gets this inherent need for individuality, using its data-crunching superpowers to tailor customer experiences with laser-like precision. It's like having a personal shopper for your soul, except instead of judging your fashion choices, it just silently judges your browsing history. By analyzing your past purchases, browsing habits, and even your social media activity, AI can predict what you want before you even know you want it. Need new shoes? AI's got you covered. Thinking about trying that new sushi place down the street? AI's already booked you a table. It's like magic, but with less smoke and mirrors and more algorithms and targeted advertising. Now, some of you might be thinking, this sounds a bit creepy. Isn't this just a fancy way of saying AI is spying on us? And to that I say, yes, but in a fun, capitalist kind of way. Think about it. Wouldn't you rather see ads for products you're actually interested in, instead of that random assortment of garden gnomes and adult diapers that seem to follow you around the internet? AI just wants to make your online experience more enjoyable, one targeted ad at a time. This level of personalization leads to stronger customer loyalty because, let's face it, everyone likes to feel seen, heard, and understood, even if it's by a computer program that's essentially using your own data against you. But hey, at least it's not selling your information to the highest bidder, probably. All right, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, risk management and security. Those things that keep CEOs awake at night, sweating through their $1,000 pajamas. Well, turns out AI can help with that too, like a hyper-vigilant, caffeine-fueled security guard that never takes a bathroom break. We're talking about AI's ability to detect fraud in real time. Imagine a world where your system can sniff out a suspicious transaction faster than you can say Nigerian prince. No more waiting for Dennis in accounts receivable to notice something's amiss after a week-long holiday in Cancun. And it's not just about catching the bad guys after the fact. AI can actually predict potential risks before they even become a problem. Think of it like a pre-crime division for your business, except hopefully less dystopian and with fewer mind-reading mutants, probably. So while you're busy trying to remember your own password, AI is out there tirelessly building digital fortresses around your data, ensuring that your business stays one step ahead of the hackers, scammers, and digital ne'er-do-wells of the world. Now, some of you might be thinking, isn't this all a bit Big Brother-ish? And sure, any technology this powerful has the potential for misuse, but think about it this way. Would you rather have 100 security cameras with spotty footage and questionable angles, or a single incredibly sophisticated AI system that can actually make sense of all that data? Because that's the thing about AI. It can analyze massive amounts of information and connect the dots in a way that humans simply can't. It's like having Sherlock Holmes analyze your security logs, except instead of a pipe and a deerstalker hat, it has algorithms and a chilling lack of emotional attachment. This means fewer false alarms, more accurate threat assessments, and ultimately a safer environment for both your business and your customers. And let's be honest, in this day and age, can any of us really afford to say no to a little extra security? So, while AI might not be able to replace the reassuring presence of a burly security guard named Brenda, and honestly, who could, it can certainly provide a level of protection and peace of mind that traditional security measures simply can't match. Let's be honest, the traditional hiring process can be a bit of a nightmare. It's time-consuming, often subjective, and let's not forget the inherent biases that can creep in and create a less-than-level playing field. But what if there was a way to make hiring more efficient, more objective, and dare we say, even a little bit enjoyable? Enter AI. Now, before you start picturing a Terminator-like robot coldly interviewing candidates while taking notes on a digital clipboard, let's be clear, we're not talking about replacing humans in HR entirely, at least not yet. Instead, AI can automate some of the more tedious and repetitive tasks, like screening resumes and conducting initial assessments. Think of it as having a tireless assistant who can sift through hundreds of applications, identify the most qualified candidates, and even schedule interviews. This frees up HR professionals to focus on what they do best: building relationships, understanding company culture, and making those all-important gut decisions that algorithms just can't replicate yet. But here's where AI in hiring gets really interesting: its potential to promote diversity and inclusion. By removing unconscious bias from the equation, AI can help create a more level playing field for candidates from all walks of life. Imagine a world where your race, gender, or even the name on your resume doesn't influence your chances of getting your foot in the door. A world where hiring decisions are based solely on merit and potential, not on outdated social norms or unconscious prejudices. Now, let's be clear, AI is not a magic bullet for solving all of society's deep-seated inequalities. If the data it's trained on is biased, the results will be biased too. But used correctly, AI has the potential to be a powerful tool for creating a fairer and more equitable workplace. And in a world where talent is evenly distributed but opportunity is not, that's a future worth striving for. So there you have it, the undeniable, irrefutable, and frankly slightly terrifying truth. AI is poised to revolutionize the workplace as we know it. And while that might fill some of you with a sense of existential dread, remember this: AI is a tool. And like any tool, it can be used for good or for evil. It's up to us, the humans, to ensure that we use this technology responsibly and ethically, to harness its power for the betterment of humanity, not for the creation of some dystopian hellscape where robots rule the earth and force us to watch endless reruns of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. If you found this video insightful, check out our other videos on AI and its impact on the future of work. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to AI Discovery for more fascinating insights into the world of artificial intelligence. Thanks for watching with AI Discovery.